Yo, it's your boy, Mark K. Smith, also known as AK, also known as Coolest Guy in Sports. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Unrivaled Basketball League is here. Excuse me for a second as I clear my throat. But Unrivaled Basketball League is here, and it was fantastic. It was phenomenal, and I will say this. For all the people that talked about the league and how the league needed Caitlin Clark and how Caitlin Clark was very important for the inaugural season of this new basketball league, I'm here to tell you we were all wrong. And the excitement, the buzz, the hype, it over-delivered yesterday. The product on the basketball court was excellent. It was phenomenal. And I had my reservations. I felt that I didn't know how the 3-on-3 was going to work, even though 3-on-3 is becoming huge for us. The game of basketball is coming huge in not just the United States, but really big globally. But I like this 3-on-3 format way better than the 3-on-3 that we saw in this past Olympics in Paris. This is a way better format. It's very fast. It's quick. I love the target score in the fourth quarter where whoever was up 11 points from the highest total, then whoever gets to that total point first, you win the game. And we saw that last night with the Owls versus the Miss and how the Miss were up and the Owls came all the way back and they were able to win the game. It was very exciting. I mean, extremely exciting. And although Caitlin Clark did not participate in an inaugural season, it just felt like it just felt really great to watch the pros of the WNBA side play in the winter. It was very fun to watch. It was very exciting, and I really enjoyed it. And I know a lot of people enjoyed it. It delivered once again. It was a lot of hype. It was a lot of expectation. I love the production of this basketball league on TNT. I feel like TNT needs to have the WNBA games, need to have Unrivaled, even though they signed a 6-year, streaming deal with Unrivaled for this new basketball league. They need to have that for the WNBA because the production of this tournament and the hypeness that it brought, it felt very, very fun to watch, and it felt very essence of how basketball used to feel, just that overall production that we used to get in the 2000s to the 2015, that era where the production and it made you excited, made you want to watch the games. But it was very fun to watch. And once again, no Caitlin Clark, no problem. And I say that because of the fact is that Unrivaled wanted Caitlin Clark. They offered her $1 million. Caitlin Clark turned them down. And Caitlin Clark is working on the game. She's in the gym. She's going to be ready for her sophomore campaign. She's going to come back with vengeance. She's going to come back and prove why she's a top 5 basketball player on the women's side in the world. And, of course, Unrivaled Basketball League needed Caitlin Clark more than she needed them. And I say no Caitlin Clark, no problem, because I think this league is going to – the success of this league is going to make all the star players in the WNBA want to participate and want to come and play in this league. And I think for this inaugural season, it was important for them not to have Caitlin Clark because I feel like this inaugural season is going to let the buzz, let the hype continue. And with Caitlin Clark participating, I don't know if this venue in Miami will only have to be in Miami. That's how big like a venue they would have to – a lot of things would have had to change if Caitlin Clark would have played because of the fact of her draw is so big and so electric, and it just would have been kind of like the Caitlin Clark show. I think this inaugural season, it works out that Caitlin Clark did not participate because of the fact you get to focus on the league, you get to focus on the star players that are playing in the league, and then you allow this league to grow and have success, and then year 2, then you got Sabrina Escu, who is going to be box office. She's going to bring eyes to this league as well. She's going to dominate in this 3-on-3 fast-paced style. But then in year 2, once you see the success of this league, once you see you get the numbers, you get the data, you get everything that can back like, yo, this league is here to stay, and this league is going to put a lot of pressure on the WNBA to pay the players what they deserve, because the max salary in this league is $222,000. That's more than the max salary in the WNBA of $214,000. And then in year 2, you get the big dog. You get that generator. You get that chosen one. You get Caitlin Clark to come into this league as well. That's going to now probably not just going to be in Miami, but it's probably going to be in different other states. And you're probably going to be able to go and travel to Miami, Houston, California, and have different types of 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, 2 weeks there, because the season is only 9 weeks long. So you break it up like that, and then you have all that money coming in. You also have Caitlin Clark's fan base. You have Caitlin Clark being the biggest star in the WNBA game. She's participating as well. Now you on to something. So I think it worked out best that Caitlin Clark did not participate in this inaugural season for the league. So it was very exciting. It was very fun to watch, and I'm looking forward to watching the games. And this league is going to put a lot of pressure once again on the WNBA. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the basketball, the Players Association. Not in pressure, but the Women's Player Association is going to use this as a way to go into the league and be like, yo, this is what the WNBA players are doing, and they're keeping the best players in the States and not having them go overseas, because of the fact of the matter is they're able to pay them and to get equity and part of the league as well. And you have a lot of pro basketball players, men on the men's side, investors, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steve Nash. Like you saw the inaugural first game with Nefessa Collar and Breanna Stewart, who hit the first. It was only right that one of the founders, investors, Nefessa Collar and Breanna Stewart, they play against each other, but also one of them hit the first basket, which was Breanna Stewart, in opening up this tournament, opening up this league. And it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. It was very exciting. The fast pace, up and down, going back and forth, which is what I love to see. And that was one of my reasons why I was a little hesitant for Caitlin Clark to participate, because I thought it was going to be more so like a 3-on-3, what we saw in the Paris and Olympics, where it's just a half-court game, and that doesn't really benefit Caitlin Clark's game. But it being full court, shorter courts, and allowing her skill set and her flair to be on display and dazzle, because we saw Jewel Lloyd was getting off, Skylar Diggins was getting off, Ryan Howard was getting off. If they get Caitlin Clark in year 2, and the way she plays up and down, fast-paced game, style, bombing threes, 4-level score, coming, and it's like quick possession. You got to go, you got to move. Tempo is extremely fast. Then it's going to be even more special. And Sabrina Escu is going to be like the player this season where you're going to get like, damn, when you see her dominate, when you see her cooking, when you see her going up and down the court, you're going to be like, this is phenomenal. This is fun to watch, but it's going to make you even want Caitlin Clark to participate in the league going forward, because you're going to be thinking like, yo, Sabrina Escu getting off, Caitlin Clark coming in and getting off, because even though their games are different, they also are both players that can play fast, that has a lot of flair, and also can hit the deep, long ball from distance. So I thought it was fun. I thought it was special to watch. Oh, seriously, give me a break. The first game play was okay, but it was no possible way great. The second game play was total disaster, very poorly played. Tell the truth. I'm telling the truth, because as a basketball fan, there's no way you can watch the 3-on-3 format in the fast break style, the up and down the court, the first time ever where we've seen 3-on-3 not just played in a half court, but played in full court, and not be excited. It was a very fun game from start to finish, and the target score also in the fourth quarter makes things more competitive, makes things more intense, and also skill set is on display. I think this tournament, the only thing I will say about this tournament is that, when I don't keep calling it a tournament, this league is that this is not a league for bigs. This is a league for guards. The guards in the WNBA gonna get their game off because of the quickness, because of the fast breaks, the fast-paced momentum, and for it's like the quick shots and skill set. It's very, very is very, very guard oriented. The bigs, when they try to slow it down, it's okay. Aaliyah Edwards, she was hooping. She was looking like how she played in Connecticut and UConn. I like watching her play. Angel Reese, the second game, she was doing some things, but I'm eager to see how her skill development is going to be in this next 7 to 9 weeks. But the guards are going to cook. The guards are going to make this league electric, and the wings and things of that nature. As we saw in Nafessa Collar, and they have a lot of space. Nafessa Collar was cooking in the first game. She was literally unguardable. Ethical hoops is what people like to call it. That's what was on display in this first game. Buckets, shot making ability, handle making ability, all those crazy things, all those fun things that really made spectators want to lock in and watch and want to see. And this was perfect. And the league it was competing against the NBA. That's the thing. I'm watching the new women's basketball league when Nikola Jokic is playing. You get what I'm saying? Like they're bringing it just makes it more fun because basketball, everybody loves basketball, especially in the wintertime. But you took eyes away from the NBA product to watch women's basketball, which is one of the things where people used to say, well, the women's game can't be longer because of the fact that the NBA is on and the NFL is on, and that's why it has to be a short, condensed season. And it works for the WNBA having their league in the summertime and things of that nature. But at the same time, in order to be the best, you got to go up against the best. And you got to also have your product on display. And the product on display last night for the Unrivaled League was very, very exciting. It was something fresh. It was something new. And it was very, very fun to watch. And I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I think both sides are going to definitely benefit. Unrivaled Basketball League inaugural season, not having Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark getting to watch the league from afar and being like, okay, I see what they're doing, and my game will actually be beneficial for the league, and I can also have an impact on the league when it's time. Right now, it wasn't time. Inaugural, they wanted, Unrivaled, like they wanted her. Like Unrivaled, they wanted her. They wanted her they offered her $1 million, but it just wasn't time. So this is the fourth league that started up in Rival WMA. None of them lasted 2 seasons. Well, this is going to last. They signed a 6-year deal, Michael. So they got 6 years to get it right. And once again, this is just the beginning. First time in 3-on-3 basketball history where we've seen full court in a short, condensed stadium or arena or basketball court, whatever you want to say. Short, condensed, 3-on-3, up and down the court, fast-paced game where 3-on-3 is usually a half-court game where it's checking the ball up and you make it, you take it. This style of play is electric and had everybody watching. And it's going to be very special because it's going to highlight and showcase and put on display the skill set of the ladies and how talented they are, but as well as it's going to show the WNBA is that we got to figure out a way to pay these players, because now the thing about the WNBA is that these players go overseas. If you have a league that's paying you more to play in their league than you're going to make in the regular season for the WNBA, and you get to stay in the United States, and you don't have to play overseas. So you can play in the WNBA, especially if you're a star. You play in the WNBA, and in the wintertime, you can tune up and you can play and make money and get ready for the regular season in May as well, and still make a lot of money and not have to go overseas and play. This is a win-win situation for the WNBA players, and that's what this league is all about. It's not just about like creating a new league that's going to rival the WNBA. It's more so about keeping the players at home, having basketball year-round for the ladies, and giving them a league where that can make them comfortable with the amenities that they deserve, with the marketability that they deserve, the production that they deserve, and also the pay that they deserve. So this is what it's about. And then In year 2 or maybe year 3, then you get Caitlin Clark, who is the biggest basketball player in all of sports outside of LeBron James. Then she participates, and her draw and what she's going to bring to the game is going to be even more special. And then you're going to have a lot of pressure on the WNBA to kind of like figure something out, because now maybe it won't last all the 6 years. Who knows? But it's going to put a lot of pressure on the WNBA, because of the fact of the matter is it's not highlighting the game. The Unrivaled basketball is not really highlighting the WNBA product. It's kind of taken away from it. So who knows what's going to happen, but I feel like it's a win-win for the people that are participating, especially the ladies. Especially ladies are getting their money that they deserve. And it's going to be special. And I'm interested to see these next 7 to 9 weeks, because one could say, though, this is the first game and this is the first weekend and everything is kicking off. How is it going to be in the upcoming weeks? Will people still watch? Will people still tune in? And that's why I say this inaugural season is very, very important to highlight and showcase everybody before that demon come, before that big dog come, before that chosen one come and enters the league and really puts in all eyes on the league. And then you have to make things even bigger, because that just having it in Miami and that little arena that they had, and it was filled out, it was packed out, but it's going to get bigger, especially when Caitlin Clark comes. So it's your boy, Mike K. Smith, also known as A-Kiss. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media at A-Kiss NBA, and I'm gone, man. Peace.